The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Sunflower Media Mint. Some programs might include strong images or language that might be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What can you do with 30 minutes? For us, we define things. Straightforward. New perspectives. No gray area. It is black and white. You're listening to the New You Podcast.
All right. We're live, right? Okay. welcome everyone. Welcome back to the show, the New You Podcast, on a Thursday night, June 18th, 2020. This is kind of new because it's the first time I'm opening the show. Wow. I'm Reg, and together on the show with me is H.
Thank you.
Parang naninibago ako dito, H. And tonight, we are going to talk about the new sexy. For our guest, we have the one and only, the bunso of the Gumabaos, Gita. Hi, Gita.
Hi.
Hi, Gita. Good evening.
Hey.
Good show.
Kamusta ka?
Okay naman, actually. Sobrang saya ko to be on the show with Harley, of course, and maybe a little bit of Reg.
Grabe ka.
De, joke lang. You know I'm happy to be here, Reg.
So, ayun. I mean, how has, hindi kita nakamusta in a while. Maski na nagko-chat. Pero, how has lockdown been treating you?
Actually, lockdown has been amazing for me kasi I got to focus more on fitness and I got to, find the balance again in my life and maybe see more of what I want to do and who I want to be also.
Soul searching,
lahat yun nangyari sa lockdown, ha?
Soul searching sa bahay.
Oh.
So, how are you balancing everything? With your fitness, with your... Ba't ka natatawa? Wait lang, ba't ka natatawa?
Kung may gusto kong tanungin mo na. De, joke lang.
How have you been balancing everything? Kasi kami ni Harley, syempre, this is our sanity check. That's why we started the podcast. But, we have jobs from 9 to 6, even though we're in lockdown. And we also, for me, I also try to make time for my workouts. So how are you able to juggle everything going on?
I guess the work from home setup in our office helped me a lot because we get to work 2 times a week only. And on other days, I get to wake up early and do my workout also. I've learned to become a morning person, which is really new for me also.
Oh,
and right? That's so nice to wake up early in the morning, as in, right? And I do this program with my new lifestyle. I don't want to call it a diet, but I count macros, if you're familiar with it. So, wala lang, every day, it's like a puzzle for me to figure out what to eat and what not to eat. So, galing lang. I'm enjoying.
What's macros? Sorry, ako hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam.
Macro nutrients, Harley. So, like, if I'm not mistaken, fat, protein, and carbohydrates.
Yes.
So, instead of calorie counting,
yun yung calorie counting.
Guys, mukha ba akong aware dyan sa health? Sa health ninyo? Hindi rin naman, di ba? So yun yung macros.
We're here to shed some light.
That's good. And that's aligned to the episode for tonight. Like what we mentioned last week, diba? Kumbaga, it's the new sexy for this episode. And last week we had Gita's sister, Michelle. And then right now we have we don't know if she's watching. Baka may stream din eh. Pero I think for this episode though, kanina I let Reg open the show because they're actually good friends. So ako yung extra dito. Nakalimutan ko lang yung popcorn, so dapat makikinig lang ako. Pero Gita, kidding aside about the new sexy, kanina on the pre-show we were talking about this. And it's been a while. I mean, we've seen a lot of changes na rin, and as part of our culture and society, masyadong na-define yung sexy kasi in terms of the physical aspect. Yung yung nakikita on the visual side, right? But honestly, with what's changing right now, even what is being fed on mainstream media, Netflix, whatever media that we're seeing, it's changing and it's evolving right now. Kumbaga, we are already lumilihis na tayo doon sa norms na yon. And
Shifting.
exactly. On your take, do you have any experiences? Kasi I'll be straightforward about it. When somehow growing up, di ba? We know, parang pinagdaan din namin yan. I mean, your friends or classmates that's really bullies in the society. Talking about our sizes. I'm part of that also, di ba? Na ganito, malaki ka, or what, or you're not the typical or the normal. Anything that you experience out of that?
Actually, unlike the others, I wasn't as bullied as much. Kasi a little secret about me, baka naging defense mechanism ko na lang siya. Because I knew I was big eh. I knew I was bigger than normal, than everyone else. I was always the biggest in the class. So I think they looked at me na lang as this scary girl. Ako ate yung bully. Pero I just bully naman people like that. Pero I think it was my defense mechanism against my insecurities during, especially high school. For some reason, I was like that. But, you know, it was more on a battle inside of my head.
Tama.
Na I would always assume na people were thinking na I was fat, ganito, even if they weren't saying it to my face. And I think that's much harder because I was pinapahirapan ko yung sarili ko, basically. Diba? Parang no one was telling me, pero aminado lang ako in a way, pero on a different aspect, in denial din ako.
Yeah.
So, it was hard. It was hard kasi it was really a battle within.
Yeah. And I think, no, even like with this, what do you call this, interview or conversation that we're having right now. I mean, offline, let's say, if you're talking with friends, typical naman talaga, let's say, if you are friends with each other, you call each other whatever words or
names.
terms. Yes, names, diba? That you want to talk about it, diba? I mean, sabihin sa'yo, mataba ka or what.
Yeah,
Pero,
Reg.
Diba? Kita mo si Reg, ganyan na agad yung mukha. But anyway, diba? I mean, for one kasi, sa akin my take also on that is, masyado rin kasi nating binibigyan ng meaning, whatever word is there. For me, if I'm called na, hoy, taba mo or what, that's normal. And nothing's wrong with that. Kasi yun yung totoo, di ba? So, nandun na lang siguro yun sa perception on how people really react to how the term is called. Kasi, mas masama naman sabihin sa'yo na, Harley, ang payat-payat mo. Pero opposite. Exactly, di ba? Yun yung point ko lang. But, kidding aside on that note, siguro what we want to point out there is having this discussion about the new sexy. One stage there is how we accept the terms that are being used. If you know for a fact, like what you said, if you know for a fact that, yun nga, alam mo sa sarili mo na, yun ka talaga eh. It is a matter of your own acceptance. And this goes out to the kids, whoever's downloading this or listening to this episode later on. Bata pa lang, they should be yung mga naririnig natin na, oy, wag mo naman tawagin na pangit or mataba or whatever bad reason or what. Because it only becomes bad once binigyan ng different meaning into it.
Meaning.
Yeah.
Right? And to add,
go.
To add, I think social media plays such a big role on our perception of ourselves na rin. Kasi,
does,
grabe. Because the sexy isn't what we want for it to look like, I guess. There's a typical picture of what sexy should be. And if you know yourself na you don't look like that, automatically you're out of the question. You're not part of the range anymore of what sexy should be. So I think it's really hard for us to see past social media because we're surrounded by it. But like you said, it's really about self-acceptance and self-identity, I guess, of you knowing who you are and you being secure in your own body. Like that.
Reg.
Well, Gita kasi, di ba, last time we were talking about this way back nung nagkikita pa tayo in person.
Yeah.
You told me that body positivity is very important for you, but not just like being comfortable in your own skin, but actually taking care of it.
Yeah.
That's why for you parang for plus size fitness and for plus size modeling, definitely importante talaga that you're still getting your workout, you're still eating healthy.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean na you're advocating for body positivity. I support being obese or being overweight,
Yeah.
which is, like I said, it's not bad if you're like that. But if you can do something to change it, if you can do something to make yourself healthier, because I believe in the saying, when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
When me personally, with all the progress that I've been making, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, wow, Gita, you can do it. Kaya mo naman pala. Like, this is not the body that I want to be in, but every day I learn to love myself more and be in awe of what I can do, see the potentials that I have pala, like I
Agree.
didn't know before. So it's really self-discovery, self-acceptance talaga of being body positive. And there's the one thing I love is the DMs I always get when I post about my flaws or anything, because
Yeah.
people out there, grabe, ang daming nagsistruggle din talaga with body positivity. And
Yeah,
ang
I
galing.
mean, I don't know if you saw it, Harls, but Gita posted a 3-month progress photo and grabe ang laki ng difference. Like,
Tingnan ko.
Gita, you look
Wow.
so fit.
Tingnan ko muna,
You
mag-usap
look
ka dyan.
so
Naman.
fit. Um, it's crazy
Thanks,
because, I mean, malaki kang girl in a sense na you're big bone talaga eh. You were born that way, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you should stay in a state
Stay
where you
that
feel
way.
unhappy or where you feel upset with how you look. Kasi 'di ba, I'm sure you know, we met in 2019 nung medyo malaki-laki din ako myself.
Oh, actually, sabay
'Di
tayo
ba?
nun.
'Di ba medyo sabay-sabay tayong dalawa, medyo chubby-chubby tayo.
In love ka ka pa si ata. Hindi, joke lang.
Sorry,
Patay.
marami nakapila ngayon ha.
Oh,
Patay.
alam ko. Balita ko nga eh.
Patay.
Oh, and then.
'Di ba that time, I think 2019 actually, Harls, in 2019 that was the biggest state Gita and I were in kasi kain kami ng kain. Kasama ko si Gita whenever we'd eat.
Sa
In and
Shanghai
day
namin.
Oo, ang hilig namin kumain ng lumpiang Shanghai dun sa labas ng office.
Kanina pag-uusapan natin, ano ba yung kwento ng Lumpiang Shanghai? I-share naman ninyo yan.
Yung kwento ng Lumpiang Shanghai. Kukwento ko ba talaga? Okay.
Sige na.
Ako magkukwento.
Kwento mo na yung kwento ng Lumpiang Shanghai.
First shoutout muna kay RD, sa friend namin.
Mhm.
Nakasama. Siya talaga yung main dito eh. Siya yung culprit talaga dito.
Siya
But yung-
nagpasunod ng Shanghai.
kaya kami nanaba sa Lumpiang Shanghai. Kasi yung store doon is 7.20. Parang siyang buffet style na may kwek-kwek, may siomai, may cheese stick. Tapos, pwede ka kumuha ng 7 pieces for 20 pesos. So, akala namin, yung Shanghai kasama doon. So, yung Shanghai, binibili namin siya ng 7.20 din. So, ganyan kalalaki yung Shanghai. Kukuha kami ng...
Gano'ng kalalaki?
Ganyan kalalaki.
Malaki yung
As
Shanghai.
in, malaki talaga.
Tapos akala nyo 7.20?
Oo, tapos akala namin 7.20. Tapos, Harley, guess what? 3 months namin yung ginagawa na hindi namin talaga
my.
alam. As in, at least 3 times a week nagsha-Shanghai kami.
Baka naman we can shoutout dun sa store kahit paano makabawi-bawi naman 3 months nyo palang.
Oo nga eh.
Binayaran naman namin. Kaso kasi, nung time na yon hindi ko alam na hindi yun kasali. So, nung medyo dinala ko sina Gita at saka si RD, so, guys, 7.20 yan lahat. 7.20 yan. Tapos,
Grabe talaga. Yun pala, at the end of the day, yun pala,
Galing.
yung Shanghai is 3 pieces for 20 pesos. So, medyo more than half yung na-over namin. So, yun lang naman yung kwento ng Shanghai na hindi naman importante.
Yeah. So, Mitch is watching. I think your mom is also watching. So,
Oh,
alam niyo na po yung pinagagagawa ni Gita right now. So,
sa office.
anyway,
Hi, Mom. Hi, Je. Hi, Bells.
so,
enough of
That's a
that. Yung story ng Lumpiang Shanghai.
ito sorry kasi nung time na yon, going back to my point naman, nung time na yun, Kita and I were at our largest states
Yeah.
by far. Kasi, well, dahil nga doon sa Shanghai na yun, kain kami ng kain, tapos hindi lang yun, syempre may lunch pa kami, tapos may
Marami pa kami
snack
kinakain.
kami. Di ba, breakfast, tapos magsa-snack kami, lunch, ang dami namin kinakain nun. So, this 2020, I started revisiting or rekindling my fitness journey and my relationship with my body. And I didn't know that Gita was also doing the same thing. So, I think it's kind of cute kasi syempre, mataba tayo together, tapos ngayon sexy tayo together.
Wow. But I should have sent you guys pala pictures of me before. You should have seen me. Because, Reg, I hate to break it to you, pero yung 2019 ko, hindi yun yung pinakamalaki ko. hindi pala ako. But the past years pa, I was big, way, way bigger, as in, super. But no progress.
Well, progress is on its way.
Yeah.
I think going back to the new sexy topic, also one thing na I want to ask here, really a point here is when we talk about kanina pinag-usapan the perspective of the society of the sexy is what they see right now in kumbaga social media. Everyone is exposed naman with social media, how it's being decorated right now with all of those self-defined ng society natin on specific terms. But when we talk about sexy, another thing that we have to think about here is the mindset that the person has.
Exactly.
For honestly, personally, if a person carries him or herself the way na hindi naman kayang gawin na exactly.
Yeah,
sexy
people
is an
see them
attitude.
the same way. Yeah.
True.
Attitude.
Yes, that's part of it. And to add to that, if we talk about the term sexy, we're talking also about health. Okay? Kasi for some, they would pwede nilang maisip na, oh, look, she is what do you call this, working out, going to the gym kasi feeling niya ang taba-taba niya na. No, that's not true. It's not really about laging kailangan kasing magpaliit or what magpapayat, because that is, for one, yung perception na you're doing it for someone else or for the society, that sucks.
Yeah.
You have to do it for yourself. And the other thing, why you're doing it for yourself, it's because you want to be healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be a joke, but you really are working out para makakain ka pa ng mas maraming lumpiang Shanghai.
Exactly. That's so true.
See, di ba? Kumbaga tatawanan lang natin. But in reality, if you come across with that fine line wherein maging high blood ka or you get sick or what, dude, buy lumpiang Shanghai, buy inihaw na liempo, buy whatever food na masasarap na nandyan. So, the term itself, sexy, it also links to health. So going there, Gita, with your progress right now, with what you're doing about it, have you come to the point na syempre naisip mo yun, I'm doing this for myself, but also this is for me because I want to do it dahil I'm looking at my health na right now, and that actually attaches us to being mature as a person.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you see it? Yeah.
With me, actually, during college pa lang, I already had the borderline borderline hypertensive already.
Oh.
So, yeah, college pa lang. And then, my fitness journey has been on and off for about 3 to 4 years. I've been active. I can say I've been active, pero I was never consistent. Yun lang. Yun yung pinaka sakit ko, consistency. Like, itong lockdown lang talaga ako na-train ng ganito. But, it was always there. And, I don't know I didn't do this to be sexy. That's not the first goal that I want. Because my first goal talaga is my health. Like, I don't know if it's a bad thing. I can't even answer people na I have goals. Parang they ask me, until what size do you want? Do you want to be thick? Do you want to be thin? I'm just like, I just want to be strong.
Yeah.
I really want to be strong with whatever I do. Yun lang yung sagot ko. Kasi parang I was talking to my friend the other day. It's just so amazing kasi ngayon ko palang na-discover yung body ko. Like I mentioned kanina. Ngayon ko lang nakikita na, shucks, kaya ko pala to. So, it's not really about me attaining a certain figure. It's not
Yes.
me trying to please everyone na, uy, ang galing nga magpapayat, ganyan. Hindi eh. It's really about me pushing my limits and seeing for myself talaga how strong I can go, how far I can go pa.
Yeah.
So, I guess mindset, tama yung sabi mo kanina, it's really about the mindset talaga.
Yeah. And people can tell. I'm pretty sure people can tell that you're not doing this for the weight. You're doing this for yourself. Like I got reminded because yesterday, diba, I went live with Spartan Race. And one of my friends in college, parang nakita niya yung transformation ko din personally. And he told me that you're definitely more confident now than you were before, back when I was still an active athlete, compared to when I actually lost the weight and started getting back into fitness. Sabi niya, iba, you seem happier. Sabi ko, it's the mindset. It's really a change of mindset and perspective. I'm not doing it for the weight or for the aesthetics anymore. I'm just doing it for myself.
Tsaka honestly, before, I did keto na before and I lost a lot of weight. As in, I did it for 3 months. I lost mga 20 pounds din. And I got to the body na I wanted, but I wasn't happy talaga.
Yeah.
As in, I was so hungry. I was so deprived. Sobrang wala. And then, next thing I know, at least naman, in fairness sa keto, it didn't go back kaagad. But it was so hard for me to wire myself again, to become healthy again, to want it again. Kasi nag-suffer ako ng sobre. Because I was, grabe, gutom talaga ako nun. As in, kaya sabi ko, dapat lang pumayat ako, no? Gutom ako eh. Diba? But this time talaga, alam mo yun, parang it's really giving yourself time. It's giving yourself a break every once in a while. It's letting yourself rest and pushing yourself also to your limits when you have to. Parang iba talaga, it's really a mind-body connection.
Yeah,
I
true.
can also say it's spiritual. Like, I have to credit also my spiritual life kasi, you know, God gives me strength to wake up every day.
Yeah.
And I get my strength from Him to really, para kumayod, diba? And to be disciplined with what I eat. And syempre, to get to a certain destination, you have to make a bit of sacrifices. So I had to take out alcohol, not totally, but
Occasional.
but not as much na talaga.
The disclaimer bigla eh.
Not totally. Hindi, pero parang kasi this lockdown, all my friends everyday umiinom. 'Di ba? And mga inuman sa Zoom. Ako, imbes na i-sacrifice ko yung workout ko the next day, feeling groggy, feeling mabigat dahil sa alak, itulog mo na lang, di ba? Huwag ka na lang uminom. Ganun lang.
Well, before I jump into the next topic that we're going to discuss, well, I would just want to say hi first to Sir Ramil. Sir Ramil's watching. We had Ramil on the show before. Good morning there in New York, Ramil. Baka nagkakape pa yan. So, well,
can I just read some of the comments,
Sure,
Harley?
go.
Kasi medyo laugh trip kasi.
Oo nga.
Seryoso.
Jill is watching. One of our friends, sabi niya, oh my God, nalugi talaga yung tindahan ko.
One of our office mates.
Sabi ng ate mo, sabi ni Michelle, banned from buffets na muna.
Nako.
Whatever. Oy, ang si Lodi. Hi Lodi Aldo. Huwag kang mainggit.
Ba't di ka daw nag-hi kay Aldo?
Ano?
Ba't di ka daw nag-hi kay Aldo?
Mag-hi ako sa iyo. Oy, si Lodi Rafa rin nandyan. Hi, Lodi Rafa.
James, sabi ni James, help, di na makarecover si Ate Lumpia.
Di nakabangon.
So, hi to everyone. Hi, Jay. Jayan's watching.
Hi, Jay. See you soon when I go to na din, Makati. Oh, wow. Nanonood pala sila doon.
Magiging Makati girl na rin si Gita. Well, so aside from being sexy, I mean, discussing the new sexy here, and aside from talking about lumpia for most of the time in this episode, well, isa sa pinag-uusapan, well, the new sexy pa rin, the term itself. And I don't want to call it, kanina nga, when we are mentioning about working out, and then, totally diet and all. It's not about being sexy. It's about being slim or being thin. Kumbaga, it's about shedding the weight. Yun yung sabihin na natin. But it's not about being sexy. Because for this, we are starting to define sexy in a sense that it's an overall connection between lahat. I mean,
Then
the
overall
body.
transformation.
Yeah, it's the overall transformation of a person. And a big part of that is the mental. Okay? And
Well,
when we talk about mental,
Definitely.
yes, kanina, well, that's the mindset. And I want, as part of the society, ang dami, honestly, na about body shaming. Sobrang sama kasi ng body shaming in our country. Let's be frank about it. Tipong harap-harapan sasabihin ka mataba or what. Na mataba in a sense na talagang alam mong nanglalait. Ganon yung talagang dating.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Masakit talaga.
Oo, yung tumatagos. Yung parang pag sinabi nilang mataba, as in talagang mataba.
Grabe
Ganon.
naman.
Oo, ganon, di ba? Pero when we talk about those terms right now, what the society is not seeing is the burden na binibigay natin doon sa tao. That somehow goes beyond, kumbaga, nagiging depression and other, lumalala. And nobody knows depression until ma-experience nila yun. In your experience, Gita, well, kanina you mentioned naman na somehow, hindi naman bully, pero ikaw, you made it your defense mechanism. Pero, is there a point in time wherein the society or others' opinion somehow, mattered na about you?
Yes, actually, recently lang, with the opinions of others, I guess, pinangunahan ko rin with my fear. Kasi we all know how trolls can get, how mean they can get talaga. And alam mo yung when you post, alam mo na parang maybe out of the 50 comments who love it, may isa doon na sobrang, alam mo yung parang, ano to kainis to Meron talaga
At babasahin mo ng babasahin pa ulit-ulit yun.
Babasahin mo ng paulit-ulit. Tsaka alam mo yung na-overpower niya yung 50 comments na sobrang ganda.
Yeah.
Dun lang sa isa na sinabi niya. Which, syempre, like I said kanina, nasa sayo na yun.
Yeah.
Pero hindi mo rin may iwasan Like, hindi ako magmamalinis. Na-hurt ako, sa totoo lang.
Yes.
And it stopped, parang negative comment is stopping me actually from vlogging. Kasi, I wanna be ready. Siyempre, gusto ko rin mag-branch out to vlogging kasi over the negative comments, ang dami ko rin talagang positive comments na nakukuha. Like, I converse with people in my DMs na to help them, especially when I posted my new program. Sobrang nakaka-touch talaga. As in, sobrang cheesy, pero it's part of what keeps me going din. Kasi the support na I get from them, na they're so inspired, alam mo yung parang, wow, how can I even inspire you from, even if we don't know each other?
Exactly.
Yun yung sa akin. So, grabe lang. But anyway, back to your question. Yes, it stopped me na din. And, okay, like I said, di ako magmamalinis. Deleter ako ng comments. Like, kunyari, pag may negative comment na nag-comment, wala ngayon na, as of now, na-hurt pa talaga ako. Pero I pray talaga na dumating ako sa point na yung wala na akong pake. Pero, it's more on na I just don't want it on my page. Yun lang yun. Parang why will I stand for negativity in my page na hindi mo alam yung pinagdaanan ko to get here, first of all.
And why will you want to see that? I mean, for me also, as somebody that, when I regularly check yung mga athletes that I follow on Instagram, whenever I see a negative, I see a lot of people getting inspired by that athlete, and I see one comment, pati ako mismo parang ano ba yan?
Diba? Parang
nalulungkot ako as somebody reading the posts or reading the comments of somebody that's trying to inspire other people.
And can I just say, lucky for me, syempre, hindi naman ako sikat or whatever, diba? So, isang comment lang, so madidelete ko talaga. Pero like you said, yung mga athletes na sikat, na tipong negative comments nila, hindi titigil, iba ang laking bagay din nun. Parang,
na rin natin yung comment ni James.
Ano sabi niya?
Imagine Gita, okay, sabihin na natin your audience right now is, let's say, what 10,000, 20,000, or whatever audience you have right now, and still they notice you. Kumbaga,
sorry, again?
And still they notice you.
As it.
Kumbaga, di ba? And sabihin na natin, pinagbuhusan nila ng oras nila to throw shade at you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how this society works. And I think
Sad.
that's one of the reasons why we started this show, the new like what we when we discuss this, then this is going to be a society and culture um, show that talks about just about everything. And kasi nga
Mm.
nakikita natin na we have to accept it. That is the
Mm.
society. The society has its balance. Hindi siya
Yeah.
magiging pure good society, pure bad society.
True.
Pagka nag-lean towards 100% good society dyan, it's no longer a society. We should call it some other term.
Yeah.
When we say society, there's always the good and the bad. And then we walk in that fine line.
Mm-mm.
It's on being black and white. It's really about us, about those who listen here, who follow the podcast right now. It's about them believing and standing dun sa ground nila. Like what we
Mhm.
mentioned, kung ano man sabihin ko dito, what Reg says, what Gita speaks for in the show, you could like it, pero at the same time, pwede rin hindi ka agree doon, and just live with it.
Yeah.
Yun naman yung
Exactly.
gagawin talaga ng mga tao eh. So I think with what you are going through, and that's good. Yung tipong you have to be frank about it na you're
Mhm.
going through that, you're deleter ka or what. Kasi that's normal. That's valid.
Yeah.
That is a valid reaction of a human being. That makes you human.
Mm-mm.
And there's nothing wrong about it. So I think that the point there is, I think we need to start accepting what society is all about.
Yeah.
And that
That's
is, once we accept that, we now learn how to walk in that fine line to don't care at all, or just learn to care for those who care.
Yeah.
Reg,
And no judgments.
yeah, yes, exactly. That's me.
Mm-mm.
I mean, for me kasi, personally din, syempre, everybody has insecurities. We all have insecurities. It's
Mhm.
impossible not to
Yeah.
have a single insecurity or to have a single thing about yourself that you don't like.
Sure.
Mhm.
So for me, I find it very important to be very comfortable with myself. Yan yung pinaka-importante for me. As long as I'm happy with myself, I'm happy with how I look, I'm happy with my progress. And it's not easy. It's easy to say that now, but it's not easy to actually do that when you're alone and when you see yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You it's a journey. I'm pretty sure Gita, you know this. It's definitely a journey with your body and your relationship with how you view yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's very important to take care of, or that's important to build first. Because I mean, as long as you're happy with yourself, you really won't the opinions of other people won't matter. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
can I just say also, I find it very interesting that the definition of fitness, not fitness, the definition of sexy rather, evolves over time. Remember
Yeah.
there was a time, Gita, where I think back in the 90s, nung bata-bata pa tayo, ang sexy is yung super payat,
Mm.
manipis yung kilay, mga
Yeah.
ganon. And like, as we grew old, I mean, that was the thing. I'd see that in fashion shows and in like editorials before, where
Yes.
that was what they were into. That was what was attractive for them. And then sooner or later, as we got older, I found that all of a sudden, people like thick.
Thick
They
is
like
sexy.
curvy. They like
Mm.
curves. They don't want skinny people anymore. They want fit and healthy people. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's always going to evolve over time.
Mm.
And I'm very happy that right now, at least, I feel like it's evolving in a way where it's not excluding all it's not just pinpointing a single body type, but it's rather
Yeah,
more
exactly.
more accepting of the different body types people have and how they carry
Everybody.
themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now to play a Reg role here, which is tagabasa ng, well, sa kanya ko kasi binigay yung pagbabasa ng social media talaga eh. So, since palat kami in this episode, I have a question for you from the comment section. How can you encourage people to start their own fitness journey? It's coming from your ate. Galing kay Ate Michelle.
Pressure. How can I encourage people to start their fitness journey?
Yes.
I think I can start by saying you really have to program your mind first, and you really have to want to actually start before anything else. Before you start, you have to actually want it. And you shouldn't think na you're doing it for anyone else. You
Mm-mm.
have to only think of, it's not being selfish to think of yourself in this topic, because you're doing it for yourself and not to please anyone else. But and I think from personal experience, how did I start ba? I started because I had role models. I had my sister as my role model. Everyone in my family was starting to get fit na. And then I was like, if they can do it, maybe I can do it too. Maybe I don't dream on doing it better than anyone else, but it doesn't harm for me to start. And
True.
then when I actually started, it was hard. As in, it was so hard. I didn't love it. That's why I told you guys I was inconsistent a while ago.
Mm-mm.
But
Mm.
I don't know. You get to a point where you see the importance of it. Like, yun nga, health-wise talaga. Kasi if you do it, if your driving force is vanity, if your driving force is to post good pictures, it
Yeah.
ends it.
Yeah.
Nawawala yung love mo, nawawala yung passion mo for it.
Exactly.
But if you actually do it from your heart, if you actually do it because you look at yourself and see the potential that you can be and the strength that you can actually bring to the table, ano lang, that's I don't know, that's the main thing, I guess. To be
So, sorry, Gita. So, follow-up question na lang din doon. What got you to rekindle your journey with your fitness journey? Because you told me that well, you told us a while ago on the show that it's been on and off for you. And since you've been doing since you've been dedicating yourself to fitness this 2020, and you posted a progress photo that's 3 months of consistent workout. So what got you to get to that point during your before you started that 3 months process?
okay. I'm gonna tell you a story actually of what I went through before.
Go.
Because if you look at my past IG posts, I would really advocate body positivity, ganyan. But it came from a place where I just wanted to please people. I just wanted them to know that I was body positive, even if I didn't know it myself. Because it's so easy to show people online what you want to show them. But at the end
True.
of the day, when you look in the mirror, wala talaga. And I think I got sick of posting only the good photos. Alam mo yung out of 100 photos, popost mo lang yung isa na, uy, hindi kita yung taba ka dyan. Ganon. And parang it really came to a point na it got so toxic for me na when I look at my IG, I didn't know who I was na. And sabi ko,
Oh,
who
that's
am I
bad.
even trying to be? Yeah,
Oo.
ganun talaga.
Mm.
Struggle talaga siya. Parang body image struggle talaga. But don't get me wrong, I was happy with who I was. I loved myself. As in, no question yun.
Mm-mm.
But it's more on the person that I'm trying to project to the people.
Exactly.
Because I love myself, yes. But will they love the person that I love? Will they love me for me? It's more of that eh. Doon ako nanggagaling. So I'd post lang mga nice pictures, good angles, ganyan. And then it led me to a point na I just had to let go of social media. Kasi sabi ko, I don't know who I'm trying to be anymore. I know I love myself, pero why am I trying to be someone else portrayed on Instagram?
Yeah.
Grabe, no?
Oo.
Grabe gagawa ng social
Yeah.
media.
Sobra.
But now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be more casual. I'm trying to be more myself. And parang I'm not doing anything to please others. About the deleting of comments.
Yeah.
I just deleted just because yun nga, I just don't wanna see anything negative on my
Negative.
page. Kung
Yes.
meron man,
Mm.
yun lang talaga eh. And I think now, what the difference is with me before and now, it's the resilience to actually, when you see the comment, okay, delete ko yun, pero last comment mo na yan. Hindi ka na makaka-comment next time. Sa susunod kong progress pic, hindi ka na makaka-comment.
And then, it doesn't kumbaga hindi naman siya ako personal. People may not agree with us here, pero for me, you have your reasons why. You don't want any negativity on your page because you're
Yeah.
trying to inspire.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
People would not understand. I think if you are trying to be someone, kahit we always mention it here dito sa show, no. Whether you have 1, 3, 10 thousands, millions of followers that actually cares for you, it doesn't matter. As long as you are really inspiring one person, and that's why we're doing this show tuloy-tuloy for a month na rin right now. We see people wherein it's becoming a healthy conversation. It's helping. And for you, alam mo naman yun. I mean, if you have that following, and then this someone really sneaks into your comment section, and then yun yung negative energy na iisa that
spoils the
yes,
energy.
Exactly. So naiiba yung imbes na you're trying
yung
to
vibe.
Yes, the vibe, the positive energy that you want to share na i-transmit to your audience, nababago yun eh. Yeah, that's it.
There's another comment from JP Avila. Gita, he says,
ang dalas ng JP Avila na yan dito, no?
Top fan natin yan.
Oh, top fan. Okay, sige, tuloy.
Gita, he said, we hear about toxic positivity a lot nowadays. So in your opinion, is there such a thing as toxic body positivity?
I think I mentioned it a while ago. It got toxic to my point na I was trying to encourage everyone to be body positive, but it got toxic to me. But maybe on a society level, that's a hard question because right now, kasi I don't want to come from a place of judgment.
Yeah.
Na you do you. Whatever. I see some people yung sobrang. So I'm so in awe of others na they're literally like super bigger, like siguro twice my size. Yung mga Americans na grabe talaga and they're so confident.
Yes.
Grabe. As in, parang ako, wow, kung ganyan ako, I wouldn't even want to change anything with my body. As in, pero the toxic positivity, maybe it becomes toxic when people fight about it online, I guess. Because ako talaga, there's nothing wrong about being proud of your body.
Yeah.
There's really nothing wrong. Like, you do you. Whatever you post is yours. What makes it toxic are the negative comments. Are the bashers, I guess. But do you think there's toxic body positivity?
If there is, for me, kasi I only see it being toxic in a way where it kind of just pushes aside the health factor of it all. That's when I see it being toxic.
Tolerance.
Because you're very positive about your body, you're very confident, but you're not doing anything to take care of your body health-wise. Like you mentioned, you were borderline hypertensive before. That's going to be a problem if you don't really see your body.
You don't do anything about it.
Yeah, your perception of your body, it's really good to be confident with your body. It's really good to have that body positivity mindset. But if you're not doing anything to help your body in a way where, you could prevent future complications or developing health complications in the future, I feel like that's how I see it as being toxic already. So you're ignoring your
health.
Yeah.
Your health. Yeah, that's the number one most important thing. You can be whatever size you want, but if as long as you're healthy, that's fine. As long as you're getting checkups and you know that you're doing really well in health-wise. Yan yung pinaka-importante ngayon eh.
Well, sa akin kanina yung nabanggit ko nga kanina about that. I have a friend also na kasabay ko rin sa hilig kumain, kumbaga. So, let's be straightforward about it. I mean, kung naging ganitong size tayo, ibig sabihin mahilig ka kumain.
Yeah.
It's either you're stressed or what, pero bottom line, you're taking too much food na dapat you should be consuming. That's why ito yung nangyayari and lesser exercise, kaya ganyan. So, having said that, kaming dalawa nun, the motivation there always is, if we don't really take a pause on that, we have to say goodbye to this food.
Yeah.
We cannot be with them anymore in the longer run. So, siguro yun, yung toxic body positivity. Kung masyado ka rin naman na, even though I'm this size and I'm confident, okay lang ako kasi tanggap ko yung sarili ko, talagang mataba ako or what, ganyan. But you don't understand that later on, you will be limited to do the things that you love to do. For
It will
example,
take a toll on you.
exactly. I mean, for one, let's say, wag na muna yung pagkain. I love basketball as well. So, even kahit low-level type of laro na lang ng basketball right now. Pero, at that point, if you really go that size wherein hindi na kaya ng katawan mo to play, you have to say goodbye to that sport.
Yeah.
And marami yun. I mean, when we talk about physical activities and all. So, it's one thing na tama naman yun. You promote, kumbaga, the positive outlook in terms of tanggapin mo or the confidence within how you really look like or your body. But also, like what we are continuously telling in this episode kanina, it's a combination of the mind and then the physical aspect of it. So we have to balance it out talaga. Anyway, girls.
Yeah.
Okay, we're really having fun this episode,
Wait,
but yeah,
Shout
go.
out lang ako. Shout out. Hi, Sir Vince! Gita,
Hi.
nanonood si Sir Vince.
Oh,
Super
hi, Sir
beautiful mo
Vince.
daw.
Oh, thank you. Reggie ko daw yun eh.
Tayong dalawa.
Oh, thank you po, Sir Vince. Hi po.
Who else is in the comment section? Madami pa sila. Well, to wrap this up, the new sex, who goes first?
Gita.
Reg na muna.
Reggie ka daw.
But ako? But why are you siding with her?
This, di ba we're trying something new in the show? Kanina, you opened the show. So, ngayon, masusunod yung guest natin. So, ikaw daw.
Well, I mean, just my opinion. For me, the new sexy or the new sexy has to start with how you view yourself and your relationship with yourself. More than anything, whatever you see or however you see yourself, it will reflect with how people will see you the way you see yourself.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a work in progress and a continuing journey with on working with your relationship with your body and with yourself.
Yeah. Well, for me, the new sexy is acceptance of yourself, especially. And oh wait, can I just say, going back to
Sure.
what you said a while ago, we have to understand. I'm sure, parang it's so hard to put yourself in a position when you're that big. Eh. Parang when you reach that point na you're just super big, parang it's hard to be like, you have to do something about it.
Yeah.
Kasi first of all, where do I start? And it's sad na you have to reach a point to have health risks to actually start na talaga.
Tama.
So, yeah, so ang hirap lang, but you know, I just want to say na it's never too late to start. It's never too late to make a change. It's never too late to get up and actually break some sweat and eat healthier options. And the new sexy is you every day. I believe na whoever you are definitely sexy. But to be able to look in the mirror and tell yourself that every day that you're beautiful is more than enough for me. But you know, you can also get to a point where you want more, where you want to see the potential of your body, where it can go, the strength that you can bring out from yourself.
Yeah.
And the new sexy is really, like I said, kanina, it's an attitude, it's a mindset, and it's just ang lawak niya. Ang lawak ng definition ng sexy, as in. Yun lang.
Okay, on my end, we always point it out in this show. Gaslighting. And by now, for those who really listen to this show, follows this, downloads and listen in Spotify, when we talk about gaslighting, it's about manipulation. And marketing is really doing a big part in it. So we are being, honestly, we are being gaslighted or being manipulated in layman's term with the society about the terminology of being sexy. And that is what we really want to not really change, but establish. Because for the longest time, sexy has been sexy. It's just defined by people, by the society, in a way that they want to see it. It should not. From now, that's the reason, I guess, when we were thinking about the title of the show, The New You, kung babansin niyo, no, it's the new you. We're particularly talking about you, the person or what. Diba? But we somehow change it into a you, but a color, etc., etc. But yes, we're talking about the new you. Ayaw lang namin totally i-direct na you kasi masyadong common eh. But it's about you and it's about the society. And when we talk about the new society, for me, no, not the new society, the new sexy. But it's more of like a sexier society. A sexier society that knows respect. And when we see a sexier society, it's about any individual in that society knows how to respect gaano man kapayat, gaano man kataba, gaano man kanormal. Walang totaling abnormal sa society natin.
Yeah.
And that is one, and that ako personally, I think Rejo as well, Gita, and that is a society that everyone here wants to live in. Everyone is accepted. So, well, for this episode, Gita, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here.
Guys.
Kung ano-anong sound effects na yung nag-play kanina. So, mali yung mga
Thank you.
Hindi na ma-delete yan. May mga slips talaga. Anyway, thanks for joining us in this show for this episode. We had a great time talking with
I
you.
enjoyed so much.
Yeah. Kami rin.
I'm glad you had fun. I missed you, Gita.
I miss you. I'll see
Quick
you
shout
soon.
out to Nino. Nino, hi Nino, long time no see. Thank you for
Hello.
watching.
Shout out also to all of my family members who are watching. Thank you guys.
Gita, we forgot our special shout out.
Who? Oh my gosh. Hames. I see James.
Hi, James.
Hi, Hames. We miss you. We'll see you soon, promise.
Hi, Edgar. Nanood si Edgar Gita.
Talaga? Hello. Hello po. Grabe.
So, well, Gita, if you enjoyed, well, in the next episodes, feel free to join us. I mean, marami pang episodes
Okay, I will.
lined up.
Okay, yan,
We
Gita.
can have fun here.
Guguluhin ko ulit kayo.
Yes. At masaya yun. Mas marami mang gugulo doon sa mga guests natin. Well, we have lineups like tomorrow we'll have the new U-Mood. It's a curated playlist by real people. So we are working with homegrown DJs creating playlists for different mood. So hindi to, when you talk about DJs, sanay tayo club music. Right now, they're making playlists for food, for workout, just any mood in a sense right now.
I just want to say,
Sure.
thank you to you both na you created this safe space for like random people to speak about what they believe in and to actually think about such new topics. Ang galing. The new mood is nice. So thank you guys for creating the safe space. I felt so
Na-proud ka na.
open.
Proud ka na sa akin.
Proud ako kay Harley. Thank you, Harley. So
Grabe.
much. Of course. Thank you, Reg. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you
Gits
for...
na daw si Jill. How about Jill daw? Sorry, ang kukulit ng mga nanonood ngayon eh.
Si Jill, my buddy, my office buddy. Hi, I miss you.
So,
Okay na.
ano pa ba yung lineup natin ng episode? Well, on next week, kasi tomorrow, medyo chill out music type of discussion. Pero,
Yeah.
the podcast that we have next week will have the new wedding as we talk about how weddings are going to be since ano pa rin naman tayo wedding month. So, we're trying to bring in the gang, the crew.
The new setup.
Kumbaga, yung photographers, coordinators, even a priest, para at least for those who want na ikakasal pa rin, malaman nila what they really is in store for them, ano yung tips, tricks, and yung mga kailangan nilang ayusin right now. And we also have
Thursday, we have new coffee shop.
the new coffee shop.
Yeah, so that's next week. So we invited 3 coffee shop owners to discuss the future of coffee shops here
That's cool.
during and after the pandemic, because a lot of people, like for example, ako mismo, I also just make my own coffee now. I got really into grinding my own coffee, making my own slow drip coffee and everything like that. So we're going to talk about the possibilities of the coffee industry here in the Philippines and how it's going to evolve.
A lot of people would love that topic.
Because recently we heard also
Coffee lovers.
Starbucks closing 400 stores, right? So
Yeah.
ang daming apektado ng pandemic. So yeah, that's about it for tomorrow. Mood, same time, 8 p.m. Well, that's the white part of the show wherein we talk about music. We'll have Dara Carmina for tomorrow's She Launch Habromania. So we had different playlists as well on Spotify. You can check it out. We had Hannah Misbehave. We had John Odin for trance, and we had CT as well. I think we had CT in the show. But for today, Gita, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys. Thank you again.
For those listening, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. So, Reg, I'll be doing this plug for this episode because palit tayo, di ba?
Okay.
Okay, so,
Malinaw tayo.
palit muna tayo for this episode. So, yun, social media pages. And then afterwards, after we end the stream here, you can download this episode on Spotify. This Talk with Gita. So you can download it, you can listen to it, and then you can listen paulit-ulit to the Lumpia story. Okay? So thanks again, everyone. Gita, Reg, thank you. Thank you for this episode.
Thank you guys.
Bye guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay
Good
safe.
night.